Going to be live is Deputy Contingent Leader for Scouts Australia, Lloyd Nurthen. Lloyd, what's happening with the Australian contingent? What's the latest?
Hey, Tom. We are leaving the side today as well. World Jamboree is having an early departure today. And we are also moving up to Seoul, not due to the heat, but due to the typhoon that's incoming. We sort of made that decision as an Australian contingent a few days ago. And then yesterday, the organising committee and Nurthen announced that we will be leaving, everyone will be departing the Jamboree site early.
Been quite the ordeal so far. Does it feel as though this should have been foreseen?
I don't think you could really foresee the weather of the typhoon coming in until the more recent days. But fundamentally, as always in Scouts, we plan to review. So there is a whole review, I think, that has to happen now across both the Australian contingent and other contingents globally, and then even the organising committee and the Korean government as well.
Yeah, so when you talk about that, though, obviously the hot weather was one thing, but then this typhoon was were you getting sort of updates closer to the event? Look, there's this weather system. They do happen at this time of year. We hope it doesn't form into anything more serious. Was that the hope and the preparation?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we had updates of it forming off the coast as we actually departed Australia on the 29th. We had to change, the captain came and spoke to us and said we're changing our flight plan. So the flight was going to be a little bit longer because it was forming off the coast of the Philippines. But at the end of the day, we got up here safely and we had a great time in Seoul. We delayed their entrance to the Jamboree site by one day due to the things you mentioned before in the segment from the previous news segment. And then we brought our youth members down for the opening ceremony on the 2nd.
Dramatic news story. What are all the Scouts making of it? Not too bothered? A bit of an adventure and a story to tell?
Absolutely not. They are totally happy. They're loving it. They're pretty upset that we have to depart the Jamboree site early. They were really upset when the UK contingent announced that they were leaving early too. But at the end of the day, I think it's the right thing to do. Being prepared as our Scout motto, and being prepared doesn't just mean making sure you have the right gear. It actually means being prepared to adjust when we need to focus on everyone's well-being as well. But we're really excited.
This is the perfect story for you to tell in future years, isn't it? Look, you've got to be prepared. You never know what happens.
Absolutely. And I think the other fact of the matter is the 11th is still coming up and the organisers are planning on having a closing ceremony somewhere in Seoul. So it will be great, even though we've all departed the Jamboree site early today, it's going to be great on the 11th of August to get everyone back together in Seoul. 43,000 plus Scouts in our stadium, I think they're planning at the moment. And then we will have a closing ceremony and they're talking about having a K-pop concert as well.